Hi, welcome to Bridget's Boutique.
Wait, am I supposed to sit on the couch? Or
No,
beside you?
I'm Bridget. This is my boutique. Why are we in a boutique? Because the film industry is really difficult to break into, and so I need a backup plan. But along the way, we'll be interviewing people in the entertainment industry, both in front of and behind the camera, or just cool people. Our next customer is Miss Mika Mabel.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Thanks so much for having me, Bridget.
Thanks so much for being my push the table. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, it could always be better. What color would you like? This is where I psychoanalyze you.
Yeah.
If you pick the green, then
loaded question.
Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of like this one. Okay, what do you think about the bright pink? Or
That's red.
Okay, this is red.
Babe,
It looks bright pink.
I'll show you it. It's pretty, but it's not pink.
That is pretty. Maybe I'll go with that.
It's a nice coral color. Give me your hands. Mika's hands. Are you ready to be interviewed? Get your last little sip of
I'm so ready.
Lemonade. You have a YouTube channel.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit.
A public domain.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Why did you start posting?
Well, I do not post very frequently on this YouTube channel. It's more of just a place that I can put projects when I have some, which is somewhat rarely, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I just started it in high school, just as like a little place to, you know, put all the things that I've been working on.
Like your 2 short films I know are on there.
Yes, I have a few short films on there.
Why, how did you make those? When did you make those? Just on your own? Completely?
Well, I sort of got into film in high school. I took film as an elective class from grades 10 to 12, and that's
10 to 12.
10 to 12.
Is it different every year?
Somewhat. It was the same class and the same.
Oh, we went to high school together. Technically, she's younger than me.
Yes, I'm younger than her.
Younger,
whatever.
Just old hag.
But it was the same teacher every year. Miss shout out, Miss. Really love you so much.
You're gonna have to bleep out that name. But shout out, you know who you are.
You know who you are.
If you ever randomly.
Yeah. So I was introduced to film there.
Base coat.
Base coat.
Like,
wow, beautiful. Are you sure it's buffed enough for
yeah.
that? Yeah, so I was introduced to film there. So most of the projects that I have on there are from those days as a film student in high school. But then I also did one
Faded.
Yes. Oh my god, you're a fan.
I'm such a fan.
The summer before I started university.
You wrote that yourself?
I did
and
write it
directed
myself.
And
Yes, it was a one-person crew.
Oh
it was
my,
very.
and no, you weren't in it.
I was not in it because I don't like being in front of the camera, which is why this is such a crazy.
But you have a YouTube channel also.
I know, but I don't like. It's not me. Like, you know.
You're in it.
I'm in it a bit. Yeah, the last short film I made was Faded, and I still really like that one. It was fun because I had my best friends act in it for me.
What was it like having, like, as opposed to maybe more professional actors? No offense to you.
No, because literally none of them act.
And I could tell. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Please, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it was really fun. Especially because like the film is about a friend group that's kind of like.
Yeah, and then spoiler alert, one of them dies.
Spoiler! Wow, spoiler!
I wanted to cry.
I had my friend group act in it because it's about a friend group that's like in a transition period.
Sorry, you're gonna have to do a little bit of gymnastics.
Between high school and college, and that's where we were at the time that we made it. So it was just good, and I don't know. My friends were very supportive, and they were super down to act, even though none of them actually act. It was just fun to make.
How long did it take you to make it?
We shot one day, like as all together. We shot one day as a group, and then I did little shooting days with each of them individually. So we started shooting in May, and I didn't finish the film until like late August. but there was only probably like 4 or 5 days of actual shooting.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like making those short films on your YouTube channel is like gonna be really helpful in the future? Do you feel like you've learned a lot through that process?
I definitely do. Like when I made
I don't know what I'm doing.
when I made my last short film, me being like the only person behind the scenes, definitely taught me a lot because I kind of had to do everything on my own.
My tits.
But of course, I feel like I've learned a lot more like since, because when I made that film, I hadn't like worked on a set at all. Like, I hadn't worked on a student set before or anything like that. So I feel like I've learned a lot since then, just from like working with other people.
Yeah. Experience is gonna come with experience.
Yeah, exactly. But it is nice to like have stuff that I've worked on like in one place, to like send to people or show people if they're interested in working with me.
And if the fans want to just.
And the fans.
The Mika makers.
Yeah.
The Mabelators.
Ew.
On your YouTube channel, you have some songs written, produced, composed.
Yes.
I don't know anything about songwriting. By yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How did you start? Why are you so good? Can I have your autograph?
Of course you can. I have been writing songs since I was like 9 years old. I'm a big Taylor Swift fan. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, I do.
So
yes, I do.
I've been a huge Taylor Swift fan my entire life. So when I was 9, I asked, or
when you were 9. Oh, you remember like specifically?
Yeah. Well, I started playing guitar when I was 9.
Oh, this is when you're playing guitar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was 9, I started playing guitar because I was a fan of Taylor Swift, and I started writing songs, love songs, as a 9-year-old, which are not the most deep or intellectual, but
like what? What were they? Like, I went to school.
No, they were literal love songs. No, it wasn't like personal experience. It was like I was like making shit up.
Okay.
Yeah, like fully making shit up. Like it wasn't even like I like this boy. Like
lost
no, yeah,
in battle.
exactly. Like they didn't make any sense.
Like
sometimes I'd write songs and like half the lyrics were like about a heartbreak and half were about like, you know, like they don't make sense.
Do you still have them?
I have some, yeah. Yeah. So I've been writing songs since I was pretty young, but
That's so cool.
More recently it's become definitely more of an important thing to me as I write more about my life now than I did.
You're not
when
making
I was
it up
9.
anymore.
Sometimes I make it up. Making it up is sometimes you have to do that when you don't have to.
Do you? Because Taylor Swift is pretty much known for like writing about her personal experiences, as well as a lot of other songwriters.
Right.
Do you feel like you have to have these personal experiences and you have to go through like heartbreak or whatever in order to write songs, or can you just make it up? Like
Okay, I definitely think that, I mean, having Taylor Swift as an influence, she, as much as she is known for writing about her personal life, she also has like full albums that are like made up stories. So I definitely think it's possible to get really good at storytelling, making things up, or telling stories from other people's perspectives when you get good at it. I'm not that good at it. I find songwriting is like a lot easier for me and flows a lot better when it's from my personal experience. And not just my personal experience, but actually like experiences that I like really
Personally
need to like and bad experiences that I like really need to write about to make sense of, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like confusing. Like, give an example.
I don't know.
Tell us your deep darkest secret.
Like I don't know. I think like heartbreak is a really, really painful thing, and it can be, especially your first heartbreak, it can be very, very like overwhelming, just like all the things you're feeling. It's like a mix of like sadness and also like missing someone and also hating them and also hating yourself. Like it's a bunch of things, you know?
Right.
You know? So I think working through those emotions through writing is a really, really helpful thing. But I definitely don't finish songs as much as I'd like to. I'm like constantly writing things, but very few concepts or lyrics or choruses actually make it to be like a full song.
So what is your process then? Because I'm not too familiar with, like, even though it can like change a lot, obviously.
I don't have like a really step-by-step process, but it mostly goes like, I like starting writing songs at the piano, so I'll probably just sit down.
At the piano?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that your main instrument? Or like guitar, do you feel?
It's a mix of both. I'm not extremely like technically skilled at either of them, but I am like, I'm capable enough of like using them to write songs just with like chords, and so I'll usually start at the piano and I'll just like start a voice recording. I have so many voice recordings. Most of them are like horrific.
Do you have any that you play?
No.
Please, just one.
No.
I'll
fuck up your nail.
I'll rip it off.
Maybe I'll think about it.
Okay, let's ask the audience.
Yeah, let's ask
Would
the
you like a
audience.
song?
But
Those 2 people who view it.
I know, exactly. So I usually start a voice memo just because sometimes you'll sing something and then it's like, oh, that was good, and then you like completely forget it. So I always have a voice memo going, and then I'll find a chord progression, and then I'll just like start singing along to it, try to find like a melody, a chord progression.
Yeah.
Like a set of chords within the same key that you're gonna use to write the song. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was just for the audience.
Okay,
Not for me at all.
Yeah.
Chord progression.
Chord progression,
Yeah,
and then I'll find one that I like or that matches like the mood of what I'm writing, you know. And then I'll just start singing along to it. Usually lyrics just don't make sense or are just like gibberish at this point.
Right.
And then you kind of start like fitting in words once you find a melody that you like, and then just go from there. I just like act on instinct. A lot of times I get sick of whatever I'm writing before I actually finish the song, and then I just scrap it.
Yeah, I do the same.
Yeah.
Well, not with songs, but with other projects.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
so
horrible.
frustrating.
Because at the beginning of something, you're so excited
Exactly.
about it. You're like, oh my god, new characters, new world, whatever. We're like, like chord progression.
And then you get sick of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's so bad.
It's so bad.
I have so many of those.
I know.
And I'm like, I always blame it. I'm like, I'm busy, like
I know.
school, but like I know
I know.
she's lying to herself.
I know. I feel like a lot of ideas that I have potential, but then they don't like become anything. That can be really frustrating. But
It is, because then you just feel like you let yourself down.
Exactly.
And then you're like, wow.
And you're depriving the world of your beautiful art.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Is it produce? Is that the right word? For like mastering?
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about music production, so when I record my songs to just share, I don't have anything on like Spotify or anything. I'd like to like get there, but whenever I record songs just to post on social media for the general consumer and or for the person that I'm writing it about to hear it,
Do you do that?
No.
Never done it before.
Never done it.
Never done.
I record the instrument and I record my voice with like just a USB mic that I have, nothing professional, and then I record it onto like GarageBand literally, and then just add reverb and whatever sounds good to me.
Do you want to learn more?
Yeah, I would love to. Or I'd love to like meet people and like work with people that know, so that I can, I don't know, collaborate a little bit. I definitely like to get more into it. I think I just need to build more confidence.
That's really what it is. Just
yeah.
like showing people your work, you know?
Exactly.
It's like so difficult because you're like,
Yeah.
what are they going to think of me? They're going to think I'm a terrible writer.
Exactly.
Or songwriter. Or singer.
Yeah, or all of the above.
Or all of the above. And then they're going to be like...
When I first started writing songs when I was like 9, and I wanted to be like a singer, like that was, you know, but I haven't had that kind of like vision for myself in a while. Like I can definitely see myself making music, but it's never been like,
so
this
like,
is what I want my career to be, you know?
Okay, so
But I can see myself making music.
like songwriter maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
But I think you could be like from movies.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
She recently, we're gonna plug Bullit Media.
Oh my god, plug it!
Our short film that we just did over the summer, Mika made the main song for it that the main character sings.
By the way, writing that was like...
Yeah, I was gonna ask, please indulge me. I want to know why it was so bad.
I hated writing that song.
Why?
Because...
You're fired.
I was just struggling with it so much, and it was First of all, I've never written a song for another project before. And
like,
so,
not for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I've never written a song for, like, that someone asked me to write. And obviously that's scary because I am scared of it not being, you know, like, not being good.
It's really good,
Okay,
by the way.
It kind of, like, got to that point that we were talking about where I just, like, got sick of hearing it. And normally if that happened, this is not a good habit for artists out there, but normally I'm used to just being like, okay, next idea, like, let's scrap this. But I didn't have that option because I needed to get it done. So I was just playing it over and over and being like, this fucking sucks, this fucking sucks. And then I had to finish it anyway. So that's why I hated that experience. But, like, I didn't hate it as, like, like, I thought it was a really incredible experience to write something and to, like, collaborate with you guys. And, like, I'm glad that you like it because I was scared. It adds a different level or layer of pressure when you're writing something for someone else. But it was a good challenge, I think. Definitely. So I did enjoy it, and I'm glad you guys asked me to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too many
yeah, exactly.
singer-songwriters. I can probably already guess this. I know your answer already. Who would be, like, your dream collaborator for a song?
Well,
do you know who I'm thinking of?
Yeah, of course. Like, of course, like, writing a song with Taylor Swift would be, like, a life-altering experience. But I would love to write a song with, like, Gracie Abrams. Or, like, Olivia Rodrigo.
That would be great. I feel like I see that.
Or,
are
like,
you the same age?
Yeah, we're the same age. She's younger than me, which is upsetting. Or Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Is he?
Are you joking?
No, he is.
He's alive. He's alive and well. He's thriving, actually.
What other artists, like, inspire you to write music other than Taylor Swift? Like, do you normally listen to music to get inspired to write music?
I feel like I don't really listen to music with, like, the intention of getting inspired by it. And a lot of music that I like is not necessarily, like, a musical influence to me. Like, a lot of the music that I listen to is, like, not at all the kind of music that I write.
Really? Like, what kind of music do you listen to?
Well, all over the place, but, like, for example, I really like grunge music.
What?
It's like like 90s, like, alternative rock, so it's like Nirvana and, like, Pearl Jam and, like, Alice in Chains and, like, so that's a lot different than something that I would write like. But I like to think that, like, if I were to make music in the future, I'd be able to, like, combine elements from, like, different genres that I like.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's really good as well.
And I feel like Olivia Rodrigo does a really good job of that, like, bringing in different genres that she's a fan of, or that, you know.
Her 90s. What was that one song?
Like Paramore?
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. People say that she copies, but I feel like it's more influential than copying to me.
Okay. I mean, there are only so many.
Exactly.
Even writing, like, you gotta copy someone at some point. You've worked on a couple of film sets now.
Yes.
How do you feel about it? Like, how has it influenced you in any direction?
I really love, like, talking to people in different roles on set because since I'm so new to working on sets, I still don't know how a lot of it works and, like, how it runs and, like, the different roles that everybody has. So it can be scary sometimes, like, asking people while you're working.
Oh my god, it's so scary.
Yeah.
I'm like,
because everyone's, like, in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't want to, like, disrupt.
And you know when someone's, like,
yeah.
They don't
exactly. But, like, in off time, I guess, when everyone's chilling, it's nice to, like, talk about different roles, and I think, like, that's been really helpful in kind of deciding, like, what direction I would want to go if I end up going further into the film industry.
So what has jumped out to you?
I'm definitely most interested in camera stuff, I think.
Really? Like, DP, director?
Yeah, like, that would be, like, the dream.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just think that's so cool. Like,
I think it's really cool, but it is not for me.
okay, what is for you?
Writing.
Yeah.
Directing, I think, also, which I guess they're sort of
Yeah.
similar. I also really, a lot of the stories that
Oh my gosh.
you've done that like
Yeah, 'cause that's what they always get you taken on.
The stories that I write are very like sci-fi fantasy world-esque, and so like I have I can really visualize them in my head, so
Okay.
I think like set dresser
Oh,
does
cool.
interest me a lot because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but to me, the reason why I'm not the most into like cinematography or whatever is because it just feels very technical to me sometimes.
Yeah, I think so.
How do you feel like you're gonna done? How do you feel like you're gonna learn it, do it? I know, like, obviously you can. Everybody who has ever been to film school is like, don't go to film
I know. It's so hard, like, deciding something like that because, like,
it's very expensive.
right, it's very expensive. Right now, my plan isn't necessarily to go to film school because I just don't see that as, like, my path, you know?
I feel the same.
You're not planning on going to film school?
I don't know what I'm planning to do, girl.
Honestly, same. And
We'll
yeah,
see.
obviously there's mixed reviews and people are like, oh, you don't need to go to film school and all
Yeah.
that. And I don't think you do either.
I think I was told by somebody, I forget who, but it was like, as long if you already have a baseline knowledge of kind of the whatever, film school is kind of
Exactly.
not going to teach you anything new,
And
except
learning,
giving you
yeah.
probably like materials.
Yeah. A lot of film school is networking.
Yeah, exactly right.
And it's great, like, networking, like, just, like, as we're doing right now. Like, I've met so many people, and, like, they've led me to, like, different opportunities. And I think that's very possible without film school. Not to roast film school, like,
yeah,
people
I'm
have
sure.
a
No,
great
it's like
time.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it's good. If I figured out that I wanted to go into the film industry earlier, like
Yeah.
I might go,
Yeah.
but I didn't. So.
Yeah.
Okay, no, 100%. This is gonna happen. Everything's gonna go your way. The universe loves you. What are you doing with your life? Like, doesn't have to be the rest of your life. Just
Okay,
what?
but, like,
what
can
right
I
now?
make money doing it? Or is that not part of the question?
Do you want to make money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, how much money does one person need?
That's a whole
Billions.
different question.
Yeah, let's not get into the politics, please.
I think I would either be like a photographer, like a tour photographer. Like I'd like travel with
Oh
like
my god,
bands
you know
and
who's
artists.
a tour?
Who?
I know she takes pictures at concerts. No way. Who is?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
follow
you should
her.
hit her up. Ask her about it.
Networking.
Networking.
So I'd like travel and take pictures of people, or like not even just tour. Like I'd like to just like travel and take pictures, or songwrite.
I approve. Okay, and now your last thing that you must do. And I'm updating the ranking system, so wow, new ranking system.
Okay.
Is you must give a review of Bridget's Boutique for our review board. Previously we had it where it was just 8 stars. It was a weird arbitrary number that I threw out the first time we filmed. But now we've been ranking it like based on your customer experience and based on your nails. So I want to split it up between 4 and 4. So out of 4 for your customer experience, out of 4 for your nails, and then together for the final.
But why is it out of 4?
Because it was previously out of 8.
Okay. Okay.
Please don't question my numbers.
Wait, customer experience and nails.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give. How brutal are we being? How brutal are we being?
Well, you're just being honest.
Okay.
It's okay. I've gotten like a 2.
Okay. My customer experience was a 4.
Out of 4.
Oh wait, I meant 3. I thought it was out of 5 for a second. No, my customer experience was a 3.
Okay.
I take 1 star off. Wait.
Because I fucking hate you.
Yeah, exactly. I take 1 star off to humble her.
Yeah. No, I need to.
Yeah.
I need to improve.
Yeah.
And for your nails,
Yes.
you know, they're pretty basic.
My nails, I'm gonna give a 3 as well.
Oh my god, I totally thought you were gonna say 2. So
Don't push
total.
it. I was thinking 2.5.
Total is. Okay, sorry, let's shut the fuck up. Total score, 6 out of 8. Thank you for watching. This is Mika. Would you like to say anything to the guests?
I would just like to thank Bridget for having me.
Yeah. Say more, please.
Follow me on Instagram.
Mika. Oh yeah, I'll tag you. And your YouTube.
My YouTube if you want.
You have TikTok?
I do not have TikTok.
Thank you for being my customer. Bye. Get out of my salon.
Okay.